The second week of Winter 2023 story game update. It's a pretty fun and simple thing but can get boring to farm. You can easily find its portal in the Winter update area. If you were struggling to find it, it's to the left of the calendar. Pretty hard to miss, and when walking into it, you will get teleported to the lobby of the story game. Anyway, here's all I know and all the little things I've seen in this amazing update. Loading in there are two sleighs that you can sit on to teleport to the story game. They have a minute countdown, but it will immediately start when 12 people are sitting.
Santa has shown me
People
the ring.
believe that Mistletoe is Santa's mistress, and I find that hilarious.
I wonder what kind of toys we'll be making in the future.
The story has holes in it, like why does he really want to see the gifts of the future? Anywho, after the amazing voice acting and monologue, you officially get TP'd into the game. In the game, you immediately see a dull and ruined version of Adapter's lobby.
Oh no! Where's all the joy? It looks like someone has ruined Christmas.
Then Santa and Ulto talk about needing to turn around and warn the past of the horrid future. But the reindeer start to malfunction, and we land and take shelter in the castle.
We need to find out what's causing all of this.
Santa sends everyone to look around for food,
Please
weirdly
gather
enough.
As much food as you can.
I prefer to start from the right side and go around and collect all I can. I mainly want the food and the snowballs, as the food is used for healing and snowballs are a temporary currency. There are other ways to heal, but these are all the basic things used for healing in this game. The beds heal 30, the ham heals 30, the first cookie heals 10, and the apples heal 10. I don't recommend eating anything you find yet, as they offer a cookie and sleep early on. That will get you to full health without using any items you find. You can get to other things from the cabinets, either a wooden sword or a speed potion. Either you don't really need, as you don't need to run fast, and the sword you can either pay for a better or find a wooden one later. Oh, one of the cool things I noticed was that there was multiple drains. I haven't tried going for any other than the one right below the ladder, but I thought it was cute. Also, pro tip, if the bed has orange stuff, also known as eggnog, on it, don't sleep on it. For, not so obvious reasons. You will thank me later. Now I have to wait a bit, but thanks to editing, I can skip the waiting.
Over here.
Here's the cookies I was talking about. You can eat these, and I usually do. Then I rush to the bed closest to the ladder. Just out of personal preference. I basically just wait. I'll cut it out, but then Mistletoe and Santa tells us to get rest, and then...
You have all fallen into my trap. Christmas will end on this night, and you along with it.
Just kidding, I wish. Eggnog starts flowing in through the ceiling and you have to get to high ground. There is another way up, but this ladder is the easiest. After the eggnog, you would have to jump in and unclog the drain. I usually let people know I'll be taking care of it, so no one else loses any health. Maybe a second after the eggnog passes the first box, you can jump in. If you jump in too early, though, you can lose more health. You will have to click on the rubble covering the drain to clean it. The longer you're under the eggnog, you lose 10 health points. There's a little dialogue in between the players that doesn't really matter, so I'll skip the rest for you.
We have good news and bad news.
Mistletoe and Santa found a little green man, but no hints to what happened. Little green man absolutely smokes Santa, though.
Hey, who are you calling old? Aren't you like 300 years old yourself?
Basically, Santa thinks the little guy is unhinged and Thistlebeard lets us buy stuff off of him with snowballs. Little man's shop consists of ham, apples, sword, speed potion, and 500 gingerbread. I usually buy the apple and sword, 'cause I don't worry about health and the sword does too, heart damages, as the wooden just does one. But if you are concerned about your health, I'd say buy food, preferably ham. Again, you can grab a sword later on, and though people may hate on you, I really don't mind if I have to save you from snowmen. More gingerbread for me. Also, I do recommend rationing your food. Like if you have only lost 20 health points and you only have a thing of ham, I recommend saving the ham if you were to lose another 10 health. Also, this is just another waiting thing. I'll spare you of that once again. I forgot to let people know I was recording and thought now was perfect timing, though the dialogue doesn't really matter.
What? There's just an old castle.
Basically, we asked Little Green Man about the chandelier falling on us, and he said the castle was falling apart. Santa then said to make beds and rest. And you'd bet I'd listen. The man knows when you're awake.
Head back to sleep.
There isn't much here, just common sense. If you see someone going for a plank in there, much closer, don't waste your time. Go for a different one. And when the beds are made, don't be one of those people with 100 health points in the bed. There's not much reason to be in the bed aside from the 30+ health it gives, and a small gingerbread bonus. But if there's someone in need and you're in the bed, I highly judge you. But of course it's fine if no one actually needs the bed. But it's always good to make sure and be a helpful person for those who may struggle with this game. More waiting yummy.
You fools! You should have left when you had the chance. This is my world now.
Wait. I think I saw something.
This is my world now. This is my world now. This is my world now.
OMG, why do I find it so cute? Little I Twitch Batty. I love him so much I had to spread the love in chat. But basically what was happening was the statues were summoning a fight circle with what I call frost breath. This is where you would have to fight or run. I've learned some tricks for both cowardly behavior and just not caring for my health. If you don't have anything to defend yourself, just run around, preferably run through the middle, and stay out of enemies' red circles. But if you were damaged, you only lose 10 health points. You can be a lot more risky with the sword, since it does to hearts. You can stand still and hit the snowballs and snowmen into oblivion. If you get to swings in on time, that is, and the snow golem you will have to hit once. Back away, then go for the kill. Though this is more daring way to live. If you value your health point, you can swing until their circle spawns, and of course, it's harder to do this trick with the wooden sword, as it only does one heart. Just basically, fight however you want, but I do live more daringly. Oh, and the snow monsters, when they come out, only have one target. They won't switch who they're going after unless said person dies or escapes. Skipping to when the timer runs out, you have 20 seconds to escape. I tend to stay out and take out the remaining monsters and heal a bit before escaping. There will be a little running mini-game and there are a few ways to go through it. I would usually use the speed potion here, though it's really not needed, and run through the jumps and hug the left wall near the end. You can also eat your items here if you need to heal. And if you were to fall into the eggnog, all you would lose is 10 health points per second. Oh, and watch out for the spikes. They will hurt and slow you
Come
down.
on! I'll
As you
pull
can see,
up.
you can walk the rope, the edge, or even hug the wall more seriously like some other people did. Whatever you're more comfortable with. The next room will hold a wooden sword and snow in front of Santa you can grab, but along with that, there's two major things about this room. One is the cookie. It is poisoned and will take 30 health points away if eaten. The other thing is that the egg, which I am telling the chat, has a 33% chance of spawning in that very center of the room. And multiple people can find one. Everyone's game is different. Anywho, this mini-game is very simple. But I'll let Frostclaw explain the first bit.
Forgetting someone? I have eyes and ears everywhere. I poison all the food in that basket. Now freeze!
Okay, Slay Frostclaw, I hear you. But anyway, in this mini-game you have to find safety behind these bookshelves as Frostclaw tries to breathe on you. As you can see, at least right now, unless they fix it, you can still be safe on the fallen down bookshelves. So I usually take this time to give out my tips. I am saying now that this is the only room I have found the egg in. But alas, the mini-game must go on. I'll speed it up for you, though. He will have a little dialogue after the last bookshelf falls.
And now, for my final act, I will turn you all into statues with my frost breath. Starting with you, Santa!
I'm starting to think he has something against Santa. Oh. The next mini-game is a slide. It's pretty easy the more you get used to, and if you run into an eggnog spike, you only lose 10 health points. But I'm so pro, I'll just speed it up for you. I tend to get here early, but here is the final room, where the boss fight happens. I get pretty bored here, so you will see me jump into his force field multiple times as if it could fix the head trauma I got from being dropped on my head multiple times as a baby. But anywho, there are 3 attacks he can do. One is ice spikes that spawn snow monsters. You can tell if it's this one if all the red circles spawn at the same time. Basically, just do what you usually do for fighting. Another attack is Frost Breath. You will hear him gasp. At this trigger sound, I usually stay in that circle around him and walk around till the attack circle starts showing. I then go to the right side of the attack circle, and while staying close to center, follow the red. If you were to run to the wall, the breath would have an easier time catching you than if you were to hug the ice. Some people don't like hugging the ice. You just have to make sure you're not too far. There are also things I call rounds, basically just his hearts. He jumps on this drain thing. You turn it on, it hurts him. And you have to do this 3 times. The first he will only do 2 of his attacks, and the last one he will do all he knows. I think it's just his sign of desperation, though. Anywho, the 3rd and final attack he knows is just having icicles fall from the sky. You can tell if he's using this attack if the attack circles have a delayed spawn. Just basically stay out of the red. But if you're in the red, I think you get flung a bit and lose 10 health points. I never really got hit by them, nor do I plan to be. Sounds painful and cold. Now onto his final attack. All of he knows, though thankfully not all at once. Though that would have been dope. But I'll leave this unedited. Enjoy.
Oh, Santa! You may have forgotten me, but I haven't forgotten you! He threw me in the time portal before you! It malfunctioned, sending me back in time a millennium! And for that, I will have revenge by destroying Christmas! For my name isn't Thistlebeard. My name is Cutie Cotton Caleb!
And it's over.
Oh, there you
I
are.
hope you enjoyed my
Now
little
it's
playthrough.
everywhere.
And I hope some of my tips help.
The reindeer will learn
I
to
genuinely think Adopt Me has outdone themselves. This is very fun. In the last bit of this video, I will show all my favorite little things I've noticed. Thanks for watching. Here's a clip of me finding the egg.
You were right. Something is very wrong here.
Owls! You should have left when you had the chance.
What did you say?
You all fall into my trap. Christmas will end this night.
Snowballs. My name is Cutie Cotton Caleb!